Hello, class. I hope everyone's doing well. I wish I could be with you guys, but I'm in Chicago right now, so I will not be able to make the presentation. However, I wanted to make sure that I shared with you my part of the presentation. And as Brian mentioned, we have a couple awesome people in our group. Hello, guys. Brian, Cindy, Matt, Joan, Brian, as I mentioned before, has already talked about pressing issues, and one of them being the payroll, which I will cover. So we're going to talk about the database that we're planning to create that should solve some of our payroll problems. As we currently have it, Mary is manually inputting all of the information on her own. She's very overwhelmed. She's doing a lot of work. So what we have suggested as a group is that we come up with a database that also is linked to some kind of application that's running all of the calculations, where all she has to do is input the data. We talk about it more vividly in our report as far as having a app that already does the calculations of the average cost of each job, and then actually figuring out what the average hours are spent in each job category. Therefore, we can have Mary just input the hours and the calculations will be done for her. This will limit the amount of time she has to spend on payroll, and she can have more time to spend elsewhere as needed in the company. Also, the database is going to help with our compliant issue as far as making sure we have the right employees and the minorities on board. What we can do is we can have the report be printed out from the database based off of their working hours that is being collected in this database as well. Now, this system is initially just a kickoff, so we plan to add a bigger system. But right now we're going to use the database as a way that's cost effective. We're dealing with the junior IS member, Sue, so we don't want to put too much as far as having her develop a system that's too complicated. So what we can do for right now is use the database, maybe a little C sharp, as far as putting in some calculations into a database. And after I finish explaining how the payroll is going to work in the database, we're going to have Matt go next, and he's going to tell you guys as far as the asset management and being able to track inventory. I hope everyone else had an awesome presentation, and I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of the day and our presentation. Thank you for giving us your attention. Goodbye.